Hi guys, it's Ksenia. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a makeup haul. This is going to be a collective makeup haul from Sephora, Ulta, Drugstore, and like miscellaneous places. A huge goal of mine this year has been to spend less money on, well, in general, but on makeup mainly, because I used to go crazy with makeup shopping and I've actually decluttered so much just like old makeup that I had, and I would say my collection is at a really good point right now. I am a huge makeup lover, as I'm sure you've seen in previous videos when I do makeup hauls, but I really have been wanting to tone it down, and this haul is definitely not going to be as crazy as some of my other ones, so I've actually done a good job at just mindlessly buying things. So I wanted to just mention that in the beginning of this haul, because I'm sure that that's a resolution for a lot of people, is to just stop spending money, like impulsively spending money. And I've definitely been better at doing that. And I actually have not shopped for makeup this year, which sounds like it's been so long, but this year is literally like, it's 2 weeks, honey. It's literally January 16th. It's only been 2 weeks. So a lot of these things were actually purchased last year, so yeah, you probably will not be seeing a ton of makeup hauls in the future. So yeah, with that being said, I have a few goodies in here that are really good products that I have to recommend. I've used a lot of these products already, and a lot of these things have become like staples in my routine. So I would say this is also like a little bit of a favorites video. So if you want to see all the products that I got within the past 2 or 3 months, then just keep watching. Please make sure that you're subscribed to my channel if you haven't already, and turn your post notifications on, and let's get started. Let's start with Sephora. I'm so proud of myself because normally I would have like bags of Sephora products and I only have one bag. Let's start with this, which I've already started using and loving. I just put it back into the packaging. Luxury skincare has never been something that I wanted to buy, because I'm like, do I really, like, is it really worth spending all this money on skincare? But then I'm like, no, you should be investing in your skin. And I have heard so much about Tatcha products in general, so I decided to give this Tatcha the Dewy Skin Cream a try. As I've mentioned in previous videos, I have super dry skin, and there was incredible reviews being said about this product. I really love the packaging. I mean, it's really giving luxury. This was, I think it was like $70 something, which is insane for a moisturizer. Honestly, I didn't want to love this as much as I do because it's so expensive, and now that I'm so attached and in love with it and the amazing things that it's been doing to my skin, it sucks that I'm gonna have to keep repurchasing this product for as expensive as it is. But no moisturizer has ever done what this has done to my skin. I feel like this has literally changed my skin barrier. Like, my skin went from being so dry to feeling supple and actually glowing, like having a visible glow to it without being greasy. I can't explain it. Like, obviously I've tried so many moisturizers, but this has to be one of the best that I tried. It comes with a little spatula that you like take off at the top here and just scoop up the products. I always disinfect these right before I put it on my skin. This is what the cream looks like. It's a pretty thick cream, but it just melts into your skin. It smells so good. It just smells like luxury skincare, like a spa or something. I actually recently got a Hydra facial. I've never done facials or anything ever before, and that just like revived my skin. It just gave my skin such a glow, and after having that, my skin felt so much more hydrated than ever before, because I have super dry skin. And the Hydra facial in conjunction with this, my skin has never felt and looked better. It just is always glowing and so smooth and radiant. I'm obsessed. I really did not want to be this obsessed with this, but next I got this brush, which is like one of the most famous brushes from the Sephora collection line. The Sephora collection has amazing brushes. I have a couple of them. I actually recently tried what should be in this haul, but I took it out of the packaging and I think threw it away. But it is their concealer brush, which has been so nice for blending out under eye concealer, because lately I've been trying to not use sponges as much, so that's been great. But this one I have to recommend if you need a nice blending brush for your cream products, whether it be cream contour, cream blush, whatever. This is the brush. This is the Sephora Pro Foundation number 56 brush. It looks like this. It's like tapered, you know, so it's kind of like thin like that. Specifically, I've been using it for contour, blending out my cream contour, which I actually have to show you that next. It fits so perfectly in this area right here to where when you blend your contour, it doesn't like get everywhere, because obviously with contour, you want to just target it right here exactly, and this just blends it out without putting it everywhere. And you can use this with blush, bronzer, anything, and it's so good. And speaking of contour, this may be one of the best contour sticks I've ever tried, contour products in general. This is by Liss Beauty. It's their No Limits cream bronzer stick. I have mine in the shade Harmony, which is the medium shade. This product has gone so viral that it was so hard to get. It was always out of stock, and randomly one day I checked on it and there was like limited stock in one of my stores, so I placed a pickup order. But this is what the color looks like. I don't know if that tells you anything, but it's just perfect. I don't know, like the shape of it is perfect, but what makes this such a good contour product is in the blend. This product with this brush, you look like a glowing, radiant, bronzed goddess. The way that this blends it out is so well, and the fact that it is so blendable and amazing to begin with. The color is perfect. This is so good. It's like probably one of the most blendable, creamy products that I have, and I've tried a lot of cream bronzers, so this one definitely takes the cake for like the best cream bronzer. And I have one more cream product. I saw Glamzilla make a video of this on TikTok. I follow her on TikTok and I'm obsessed with her and her makeup videos, but this is a blush by Nude Sticks. It's a cream blush and it's in the shade Hot Fire, and take a look at this shade. It is definitely a hot fire shade. I feel like maybe on camera it doesn't translate, but look, cool. Judging by the name, you'd think this would be like a hot red, but it has a bit of like this coral. It blends out so nicely, and like I said, just that coral undertone that it has. If you're just like that bit of sunburnt and you have that sun-kissed look to your skin and you just apply this, you're gonna be looking like a bronzed goddess. This gives the look of like I just went on vacation and I got just a little bit of sunburn, but enough to give me like this bronzed goddessy look. That's what this freaking blush gives, and I can't wait to actually use this when I go on vacation and I'm at the beach and I just like top it off on my cheeks, because the color is so beautiful. These two Hourglass single eyeshadows have to be some of the most gorgeous single eyeshadows, or just like eyeshadows in general, that I've ever seen and tried. Specifically these two colors, there's a few of these, but they're called the Hourglass Scattered Light Glitter Eyeshadow. Now these are my personal favorite colors. I know this shade specifically, and the shade Reflect, has gone viral on TikTok. I think Hailey Bieber did a video where she was using this, and so then it kind of just went viral, as things do on TikTok. This is the most beautiful, like champagne-y, slightly bronzed kind of shade. And let me swatch it, because I mean, look at that. And all that glitter just translates so beautifully on your eye. It's like this peachy, champagne-y sort of tone, but then it has flocks of like silver glitter all throughout it, and it just makes your eyes look so captivating and beautiful. So this one definitely is more of like an everyday shade. You can throw it on and it just looks good with everything. It could just be like your everyday makeup look, basically. But this one, I love green eyeshadows, especially because I have brown eyes, but they do sometimes have like a bit of green in them. So I really love to play it up with green eyeshadows, because green will really bring out, if you have blue or green eyes, it really brings it out. But this one is in the shade Vivid, and it is the most beautiful olivey green tone. Let me swatch this one. Like, are you joking? Take a look at that color. It is so beautiful. The way that it swatches on the eyes is nothing compared to what it does on your hand. It's just like doesn't translate, but on your eyes it's so gorgeous. And I have this Hourglass green waterline liner that I line my eyes all around with when I have this on, and my eye color pops so beautifully. So if you have brown eyes specifically, you're gonna want to pick up pretty much any green shade. Next up, Makeup by Mario came out with a new line of lipsticks. I have I don't know if you can see, they're like in there, but I have all of his other ones. I think they were more like matte lipstick colors, and now he came out with a line of satin lipsticks, and I picked up 3 shades. There's a few more shades, but these were my personal favorite and I've been loving these. So I picked up the shade South Shore, which looks like that off the tube, but let me swatch. There's the shade Soft Shore. It's like a soft pinky nude. Then is the shade Midtown. This one is more of like a neutral nude. It doesn't have too much pinky toneness. I feel like they look so close to one another because of the lighting right now, but you can kind of see the difference. The shade Midtown is just so much more toned down. And I actually have a TikTok video where I swatched all 3 of these colors. So I had a TikTok and I would post sometimes every once in a while on there, but it was just like not it. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna delete them all. And I wanted to start fresh and I want to start posting on there. So I started off with swatching these Makeup by Mario lipsticks. So if you want to see that video and what these actually look like on the lips, go ahead and follow me on TikTok. I will put right here my TikTok name, and I'll also link my TikTok in the description box. I want to start making perfume content on there, so go on over there, follow me, and stay tuned for future perfume content. So yeah, back to these lipsticks. The last shade I got is called Bronx Baby. This is the most flattering and perfect lip color. This color would work for any skin tone. It is just quite literally the most perfect shade of a lipstick, and it kind of looks a little dark on my hand. Just go ahead and look at that TikTok video, how it looks like on my lips. It is literally the most perfect shade ever. It has a little bit of like this taupey grunginess to it, just slightly, but that look gives off like 90s supermodel kind of vibes. This is definitely my favorite shade of them all. And then speaking of 90s lips, I picked up this lipstick by Charlotte Tilbury. I'm obsessed with Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks. But this one is literally called So 90s. And if you've seen my other makeup hauls, you know that I'm a sucker for a 90s brown kind of shade. And this one, I mean, hello. Like, this shade is like the perfect 90s color. I mean, it's literally called So 90s. It is just like this brown with a little bit of red in it. I'm gonna take off my lip gloss and put this on right now. All right, I just threw on the So 90s lipstick and I really, really love it. It reminds me a lot of the MAC Paramount shade, which is one of my favorite MAC lipsticks. So I really, really love this color. So there is just a couple things left in this Sephora bag. The second to last product is this new, well, it's not new, it's new to me, this Milk lip gloss. This is in the shade Soul Search. If you're in store for a milky, creamy pink, kind of Barbie pink gloss, this is the one. Just take a look at that color. It's so beautiful. I've already worn this and it has this like barely there kind of sparkle to it. But the smell, it smells like buttercream cake frosting. And then the very last thing that I have here to show you, I picked up a Sol de Janeiro Boom Boom Cream. I'm not going to open this one because I have just a little bit left of my other Boom Boom Cream. It took me, I think, 2 years to finish that. I mean, I wasn't using it every single day, but this is one of those products where I always need to have this in my collection because I love this. I love the smell of it. I love what it does. The formula, the moisturization that it gives, it's so good. And so I had to get one kind of stocked up because mine is going to be finishing up soon. So yeah, I'm not going to open this until I'm done with the one I'm currently using. So with Sephora out the way, let's get into Ulta. First, I have a palette, of course. I'm always buying eyeshadow palettes. But I got my hands on this new ColourPop 1111 eyeshadow palette. If you are a neutral girly like myself, you would love the color story of this palette. It's just like neutrals, it's bronzes, and I feel like also the matte shades lean a little bit more like cool toned, which I really love. Well, this palette kind of has both cool tone and warm tones, so it gives you a little bit of everything. You got mattes in here, gorgeous shimmers. I feel like this bronzy color right here is really just speaking to me. Okay. I've seen some looks of this online and really, I just dug my thumb into this taupey shade right here. So that's nice. But yeah, I'm excited to do some looks with that palette. Picked up another one of these because I just finished mine. My favorite lip balm of all time that actually does something is these Lanolips lip balm. These have lanolin, I believe, is the ingredient, but that ingredient is super hydrating, very moisturizing, and I am a lip biter. My lips are constantly looking crusty and disgusting. Not only are they dry because I just have dry skin, but I make them look even worse because I pick at them, I rip off the skin, and I bite my lips. So it's not a good look, but every time I use this, they're like back to normal. This stuff is literally like healing. It's called the 101 ointment because it has like 101 uses, so you can use this for like everything. The one I was currently using was like this peachy one, but I decided to get, oh, it smells so good. I decided to get this coconut one. They have a bunch of different flavors and stuff if you're interested in that. And this is also super shiny. Like when you have this on, it literally looks like lip gloss. So it truly is 101 uses. This is such an OG item, and I have not repurchased this in a minute, but I knew I had to. I was walking through Ulta and I'm like, oh my god, I haven't had this setting spray in my collection for so long. And this setting spray was like the setting spray. I think in like 2016, I think is when this was really popping off. And this is truly like the best setting spray that money can buy. This is the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. It has the most amazing diffuser ever. Like, look at this. This will melt all of your makeup products. If you get down to the end of your makeup routine and you're like, I look a little dry, I look like my makeup is just like cakey and stuff, spray this on. It melts everything and it just makes your makeup look one with your skin. It is like a miracle product. I freaking love it, and I can't believe I had this out of my collection for so long. I was like, yeah, no, this needs to be back. Two concealers. First off, I got this, which is probably the hottest concealer in the world right now. This is the Hourglass Vanish Airbrush Concealer. I got mine in the shade Fawn, and this is really popping off right now. And I was a little bit skeptical at first. I'm like, do I really need to spend that kind of money for that? Like, I have drugstore concealers and high-end concealers that I like, but honestly I feel like lately my concealers have been really creasing a lot, and so I just have been kind of desperate to find one that won't crease and looks really nice under the eyes. And I came across this because people are raving about this right now, and I've been trying this, and this does not crease, yet it looks really hydrating, super flawless, and very full coverage. I don't have it on right now. This is a different concealer, but this is really good. Like, I'm sad to say that this actually does live up to the hype because it's so expensive, but it really does. It's actually really good. So I've been really loving that. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer. I don't know how I hadn't owned this because I'm a huge fan of the Infallible line, especially with the skin like complexion products. So I bought a really light shade. Oh my god, funny enough, this is actually also in this shade Fawn. This one is a lot lighter than that Fawn, and I purposely wanted to get just a really light color for the under eyes because I wanted to use this as like after I've done like my normal concealer, just like a brightening touch to just really brighten up. This is really full coverage and like thick, but it looks really flawless. One of my favorite like top 5 foundations is the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear foundation. That will have your skin looking like a filter. So this one on top of that just works really well. And then the very last product from Ulta is this e.l.f. Putty Primer. This is the liquid poreless putty primer. I do own the putty primer in like the little tub, but I just hate products where I have to dig in my finger. So when I saw that this had come out, I was excited for it. And at first I was like, do I really need that if I have, you know, the tub? Like, it's like the same thing, but it's actually pretty different. I used this the other day. I went on a date night and I used it under my makeup. I was doing a really full coverage makeup look, and this is the most insane product ever because it's super like liquidy and almost runny. When you first put this like on your fingers as you're about to blend in, you're like, this is not going to do anything to fill in my pores. It's so runny, but it's actually blurring, like so blurring. It literally will blur your pores in front of your eyes, and when you go to put on makeup on top of it, it's just like a smooth canvas, yet it's also moisturizing. This is like the coolest freaking makeup product ever, but it works. So I highly recommend the e.l.f. liquid poreless putty. Okay, before I get into the drugstore makeup, I have to show this next product. Some of you that are makeup lovers may already recognize what this is, and if you're not a makeup lover and you don't watch makeup YouTube, then you're probably like, what is that? I don't know. If any of you follow Carly Bible here on YouTube, she came out with her own makeup brand and it's called The Beauty Bible. She has a big line of products like lip liners, lipsticks, and like a liquid liner, and then an eyeshadow palette. I went for the eyeshadow palette because I will always buy a Carly Bible eyeshadow palette. I bought her like OGBH Cosmetics. Let me know in the comments if any of you have that palette also. That is to this day one of my favorite palettes ever. And I also have her Anastasia one where she collaborated with Anastasia. This palette right here. And I'm in love with everything that she puts out. So when I saw that she came out with her own brand and her own makeup palette, I went and snatched it right up. First of all, I love the color. This is one of my favorite colors. It's like periwinkle blue. It has this like shift to it. It's so beautiful. And this is what the palette looks like. It is just mattes and shimmer shades, mainly just really neutrals. As you can tell, was just like this little pop of like this purpley sort of color. What I will say about this is not going to be your most blinding eyeshadow formula. It kind of reminds me of the MAC formula where they're really nice, really blendable, and their shimmers are also the same where they're not too blinding, but they just give a really pretty wash. That's kind of what this is. They're not the most intense glitters or intense shimmers. Like, this shade is absolutely beautiful, but it's not like blinding. I don't know how to explain that, but when swatched on the eyes, they look really nice. They're so buttery and just a really creamy formula. I want to do some makeup looks with this because I feel like nobody has done makeup looks with this palette. Now let's get into all the drugstore goodies. I'm gonna start with 3 products that I actually got on Amazon. So I don't know if you guys know about Moira Beauty. I didn't know about them, and then I kept seeing videos on videos talking about this brand. They are such an affordable brand, but the quality is insane, and I have to show you these products. They have like eyeshadow palettes, skin complexion products, just like so many different products. And their eyeshadows specifically, these are crazy. So this one is the Moira Lucent Cream Shadow, and this is in the shade Jupiter. And look at this shadow right here. I'm gonna swatch it for you, but look, just take a moment. It is the most wet shadow, and it doesn't look like much on camera. It's like a bluey, wet, how do I even explain this? I don't even know, and even swatching it just does not do it justice. Like, it's like a shimmery, reflecting shadow, but it has all these bluey glitters. It's gorgeous, and for a little single shadow, it was so cheap too. I think it was like $8. And then this one, this is the Star Show Shadow Pot, and I got the shade Muse. Take a look at this. This is what this looks like. It is in this gorgeous bronzy shade, and let me swatch. Oh, it feels like silk, and the swatch, it is the creamiest, most buttery formula ever. But I mean, you can even see there, if you're into bronzy shades, this is the most beautiful bronzy shade. Oh, that just... oh my god. Look at my fingers as I try to scoop up that shadow in there. I can't. That was the biggest fail ever. And to be honest, it was kind of my fault because it's a really soft formula. Of course that would happen. And now it's all over my carpet. It's always the days where you're already not in like the best mood that the most annoying shit will happen. I'm very annoyed by that, and I don't know what to do about all the powder and shimmer that is on my carpet right now. I have a white carpet too, so anyways, I'm gonna continue to finish this video before I losing my mind. I'm probably not going to swatch things anymore because I'm annoyed by what just happened. Next up, another Moira product. This is actually a cream shadow, so at least this won't go everywhere. This is their Everlust Shimmer Cream Shadow in the shade Copper. I saw Tati talk about this, and I mean, take a look at that. It just looks like molten gold, bronzy, coppery goodness. Like I said, I'm not going to swatch it, okay? I'm over it at this point, but it's really beautiful. And I actually have 2 more products from Amazon that I purchased. These are more like hygiene products, but I decided to include them here because there wasn't enough for me to do like a hygiene haul. So I was like, let me just include them on here. Did I say Amazon? This one is from Amazon, but this is from CVS. This is the L'Oreal Elvive Total Repair Power Restore Mask type thing. You guys know, if you watch my channel, that I've used this one for like 3 years now, and I saw this one at the store, and I don't know if it's a different one. It's a huge tub of it, which got me excited because I go through those little tubs so fast. So I got excited to see this one, and it looks a little bit different. The smell is divine. But I use these in place of conditioner. Like, I don't use conditioner anymore because I like to use more like hydrating mask type things every time I wash my hair, which is about like 2 to 3 times a week, and this just works a lot better for me. And then I got this Guru Nanda oil pulling. This has like coconut oil and mint, and it also has vitamin K and a bunch of other vitamins. You don't need to go out and buy this because I know this is like gone viral right now. I've actually been doing oil pulling for years, way before it's gone viral. I haven't done it consistently, but I have known about it for actual years. I just, you know, neglected it for a while. And then once I kept seeing it pop up, I was like, why don't I try to do that again? And I know that this specific brand has gone viral, and it's like so hard to find in stores. They are on Amazon as well, and Walmart also sells them, but I'm almost done with the one I'm currently using right now, and I really, really love it. I feel like it's gotten my teeth to be pretty white, especially because of like coffee. I used to drink sodas. I am quit sodas, but this will help so many different things. Look up oil pulling. It is so good for you. So this was just like a repurchase. And now let's get into the drugstore type products. So these are from like all over the place, really. Actually, no, I have one more product that's not drugstore. I actually ordered this off of the Tarte website because when this came out, I couldn't find it on Sephora or Ulta. It's this new shade in their Tarte Maracuja Lip Plump. It came out with this like really shimmery one, and it makes your lips look like they have glitter all over them. It's the most amazing shade ever. It's called Rosy Copper. And when I put this on and I have like a really glowy look, it just makes me look and feel like an ethereal bronzed goddess. So I really love that. And then I got 2 products from e.l.f. This line from e.l.f. is so inexpensive. First off, I got their Prime and Stay finishing powder in the shade Fair/Light because I saw a couple people use this on TikTok and saying how it's super, super brightening. I don't know why I just swatched that, but like it's supposed to be super brightening to the under eye, and it's literally like $3. Then I saw this blush. It's the most beautiful like baby pink kind of blush, and this was also $3. Look at that color. It's the most beautiful pink. This is in the shade Bright Pink, but it's just gorgeous. So I was really excited for that, especially because it was $3. And very last thing, I forgot to show this. This is from ColourPop. I ordered this off the website. This isn't in Ulta's, like in stores. This is in the shade Adaptogen. It's like their single Super Shock shadow. But can you tell I'm obsessed with these like coppery gold bronzy sort of tones? This one just totally caught my attention. Has a bit of like a green shade to it also, and it just looks beautiful. So yeah, these are like my go-to colors. That is the last product that I have to share with you guys. I hope you enjoyed this little haul. It was a little bit of a mess, and now I have to clean up the mess that this haul made. I'm really excited to do that, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and turn your post notifications on, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.